Hey there, I am live to color, and I'm looking at stuff. Oh, that's what I gotta change. I'm not coloring the mermaid today, tonight, because I need to let my brushes dry. So I switched to Johanna Basford's Enchanted Forest, even though I really want to color in the mermaid book. I want to continue like using watercolors in there, so I'm not doing that. I may switch to a gnome page. I'm not sure, but lights are all weird. I don't have enough room on my desk for my pencils. I really need to figure out something with that, how to do that. But in the meantime, and let's see, using polychromos in here, and oh, you may notice I I don't have the whole book. I actually tore my book apart. It was a pre-owned book, but I think I might have torn it apart even if it wasn't a pre-owned book because I realized something yesterday that one, I really didn't like all the pictures in that book anyway, and two, I like coloring on single sheets. I don't have to worry about the extra, the opposite page getting in the way and um all that kind of stuff. I like the single sheets unless it's a book that really opens up easily and stays open easily. And I don't know. I just was in a mood and I started tearing the book apart. And then I took out all the pictures that I liked and um yeah, here's a bunch of them. I thought I put them inside there's one that's a double page that I thought was still folded, but maybe it's not. Um but yeah, I decided, you know what, just pull out the pages you want. I also don't want to have to worry about a whole lot about colors, um, like whatever I use on them. Like if I use acrylic markers or something, I don't want to have to worry about them staining the other page because I looked and that happened with one of them. I can actually show you. Um, and that always aggravates me too. When I see something has, no matter what I've tried, it's gone onto the other page, I get really aggravated. Um, and it happened with this one, the mandala. Like I don't know, it wasn't like that when I initially did it, so it seems like it did it over time between when I did it and when I did, and now, and that makes me angry. Fortunately, it's a page that's like, well, I could do without that page. It's okay. I mean, I would have thought of something to do with it, but now, no, I'm not. So I guess I may just do something on this page, play around with it, draw on it or whatever. But yeah. So I decided I'm tearing it apart. I still need to finish this. You can't really see it. It's a two-pager. I still need to finish this one, which I would like to do. I'd like to figure out how I could put the pages that are separate back together. Especially like that one that I just showed you. I want them to be side by side and with no. I don't know. I gotta figure out how to do that, or maybe it just I don't know. But I just I think I just had enough with illustrators putting coloring books putting having having images that take up two pages or side by side, but then they're not in the middle of the book where you can just have the lift the whole thing out together. um I don't know, there's a few things I'm just annoyed with about it. It's like, oh, and I just realized, you know what, you don't have to do it, and so I feel like I'm not gonna. Just it's kind of like in that mode. I don't know why, but it might not bother me like a month from now, but it's been bothering me lately. So I tore up the book. Doesn't mean I'm going to tear up every Johanna Basford book, but I tore up this one. My Worlds of Wonder is a spiral bound, so I won't be tearing that one up. I don't think. I will never say never, because you don't know what you'll do someday. Okay, so coloring this page, I don't know. I'm trying to restrict the colors that I use and just, keep a limited palette with it. I don't know how long that'll last, but that's what we're going to do. Something I was doing, I got to put on lotion. My hands are dry. I was doing some stuff with salt water before I came on here and working with it for a while, so wash my hands, but like now they really need some hydration. Okay. Yeah, I was looking around today because I thought, well, it really would be nice if I could print pages that are this size, like do a PDF of it or whatever, and then print it on the paper that I want, because kind of this paper has a tendency to kind of pill when you put water on it. And so yeah, when I was on this long search in between doing housework and other stuff, trying to find, a printer that would do that. And boy, that was a long journey and kind of fruitless, except I found out some things, but it didn't wind up with me having a printer. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, if you ask, I don't know, I found out all these things about printers, but let me just color. One printer that I did find, it was an HP printer. It's $369, but I only want to print in black and white. I don't want to print in color. And what I found out about it is that what happens with it, if you just print in black and white, which is what all I would really be doing for the most part with that printer, it will still, if any other color, if any single color in there is out, like say like the color ones are out or whatever, it will not even print. It won't print in black and white. Like say you ran out of, I don't know, ran out of cyan or something like that, but all you want to do is print in black and white anyway. It won't print. It won't print unless all of the cartridges are full, which that just seems really annoying to me. So that's out. We have kind of needed, well, we need another printer for downstairs, kind of technically, because that one doesn't work. Only the scanner on it works. We can't get cartridges for the printer anymore, not without paying the same price as what the printer costs, which is kind of ridiculous. And so I kind of have had my eye out for another printer for downstairs. And so I thought, while I did that, I might as well find one that's going to serve a purpose, that I've discovered, that I have, or we have. And in this case, it's to print oversized pages and scan oversized pages. But yeah, because then probably what I would do is take the printer I have, put it downstairs, and put that one up here. But I only want black and white printing. I don't want color printing. Because then we get people coming over our house that just want to print stuff, and they're using up our ink and not giving us anything for it. And I'm like, not putting myself in that place. I wonder if I need to get my case out. So let me start coloring. That's what I'm on here for, right? I think there's some people here, and I'm hoping these things. So I got my. Oh, I need a better setup for this. Got my coffee cup up here. Still working on my desk. Hey, everybody. Hey, Lori. Taylor Made. Foxy's in the house. The fox is on the loose. Nice to see everybody. And let me do the overlay. Yeah, so, I'm looking for a printer. It's like I want monochrome. I wanted to print up to um, like 12 by 12 is kind of what I want. Um, and the most I could find was 11 by 17, which like that HP printer does. Um, but I wanted monochrome printer, and I wanted to be able, ideally, I wanted to be able to scan and have a flatbed, have a scan space that is that like the size of this, which is 9 by 10 or something like that. But I wanted to have the same space to scan as it will print. Um, yeah, can't find that. All of them, like even that HP printer, the scan size is just 8.5 by 11, I think, or something like that, or 8.5 by 8.5 by 11, 8.5 by 14, or something like that. I'm like, well, what good is that? And then I wondered if let me start coloring. I got to find something to focus on here. Okay, okay, this is where I left off. Let's do this so I can color while I talk. So yeah, I found a site like with scrapbookers, and they were, having a discussion about printers that they use because the pages they use for the scrapbooks are 12 by 12, and that's how I found a lead into some. But a lot of the ones that they were saying were good are discontinued and no longer available. And like that, even if I found one like on eBay or something like that, that would put me in the same situation as we are with our printer downstairs, where printer works fine, but cartridge is going to cost more than the printer itself costs. Ridiculous. I don't understand. And then I got to think about, okay, I don't want to put something that has part of that works perfectly fine, just can't find the cartridge, and then like we're going to add that to the landfill just because we can't find a cartridge. I swear, human beings, the smartest and stupidest things on earth. I'm just going to say it. Just going to say it. We lack follow through. We lack follow through. It's like you got a bunch of fluorescent light bulbs that are hanging around the house just because there was this big push. Oh, they're getting rid of incandescent light bulbs. Get fluorescent light bulbs because they'll, get those. And then that turns out to not be a good alternative. All of a sudden, it's like, no. Then like a couple years later or 5 years later, no, don't get fluorescent light bulbs because like they, they're hard to recycle. And yeah, they're hard to recycle. I gotta pay $400 just to recycle like some fluorescent light bulbs. I'm like, are you kidding me? Just give me my incandescent light bulb, knuckleheads. Attitude tonight. Oh well. Just saying how I really feel. I just think it's silly. It's like follow through, follow through, follow through. Research before you like make the whole world shift to something, whatever. Think about the consequences of it. Look at all sides of it. But we got so many people today that don't want to talk. That don't want to talk. Period. That don't want to get out of their mode, or that just want to make money for now and worry about every other thing later. We can't get stuff done right. So I just keep praying. Lord, human beings have been stupid for as long as the fall. Help us. Help us from ourselves, We belong to Club Can't Get Right. Help us, Lord. Because when I think about it, in a snap of a finger, he could fix everything and set it straight. Or help us fix it and set it straight. It's just a matter of whether we're going to rely on him or not. So those of us who do, we just got to just keep doing it. I think I'm going to use some, I don't know, should I use sparkle acrylic markers on this? Or I think I want to save this other side, so I probably won't. Because I like this side too. And I actually, yeah, see, I tried to print them out. Hey, Bubbles. I know, I'm running my mouth. Ranting and raving. Um, yeah, so I tried to, I did, scanned it, and on my scanner that I have, which is 8.5 by 11, and did what was the other one? I have two of them. What's the other one? Did I get mad and just throw it away? No, I didn't do that. I'm not in that much of a mood. I'm really not in the mood today. I'm just like, okay, yeah. And I just did it on regular printer paper, and so it cuts off the sides because this is only 8.5 wide, and this is like 9 inches wide, I think. Um, and what's the other thing? So then I tried printing it smaller. I put it at 85%, and either way, I'm gonna wind up having to draw in or whatever the sides, and I don't want to have to do that. But they're gonna make me do that. I even went on to Office Depot's site and Staples' site because now they have it where you can upload what you want them to print for you, and then they will print it. But all the choices I had, like if I wanted it, I was gonna pick 11 by 17 just to make sure I could get the whole picture. But if I pick 11 by 17, they won't give me card stock. I'm like, well, what good are you? You're not helping me. You're not helping me. I don't know. So I feel like I need to go there and talk to somebody, and do it in person and convince them with my personable nature and wonderful smile and get them to do it for me somehow. I don't know. I just didn't think it would be so hard just to, I don't know, print a picture. Then I wondered if I do a, let's just do this in here. If I do a PDF, like do a scan for my phone and make the PDF like that, do I then have the option, will I have the option to actually print it this size or on 11 by 17 paper or whatever? Because I would think, like with Adobe Scan on my phone, that it would scan the image and not restrict me as to what the sizing would be. But then that's like a whole nother adventure to go on. Not sure if I'm in the mood for that, but I might be later. We'll see. Colors, colors, colors. I could get out my case, but I'm just using my, what was it, the 36 set, because I didn't want to get out the other set. Just because I got so much going on in this room with me trying to organize things. I don't want to disrupt things too much so that I'm then have to clean up after myself just to start organizing some more. So I'm trying to just stick to this. It's still, oh yeah, I didn't even say that. My husband put both carts together yesterday while I made breakfast. I told him at first, I was like, well, I told him about it, and he started taking, opening up one box. And then I started opening up the other. He's like, no, I'll do that one after. I was like, no, I says, we can race. He was like, no. So I'll put it together. Just leave it alone. And I'm still taking it all out, separating the pieces. And I was like, we can see who gets done first. He goes, no. Because that way, if when I put this one together, I can, like, if there's any weirdness with it or anything, I'll know that before I put the other one together. I'm like, okay. I know I was fighting so hard just to do something I really didn't want to do. I guess I didn't want him to feel like I was dumping it off on him, but he didn't mind. I made breakfast instead. So they're both together. I have one upstairs, and I'm trying to figure out where I want the other one to go. If I want it to go, yeah, kind of beside the one that I have on the left-hand side, or if I wanted to go between my drawing desk and my desk. And I'm kind of leaning towards between my drawing desk and my desk, because then that one can be the one that I don't know. I just feel like it would be easy to roll it out from that side. Roll one out from one side, the other out from the other side. I just feel like that might be easier. I'm just going to put blue on them because, like, I'm just talking too much. And, like, I'm trying to stick to these colors that I started. I was thinking of the mandala that I did. I can't remember what day I did it. For Mandala Monday, one of them. And those colors. And so I says, oh, let's just do it in those colors. But just because I could. Just because I was trying to get my mind off the mermaids. It's like, you can't work on the mermaids. Your brushes have to dry. Which I was kind of surprised because they're taking a long time to dry. Must be the type of brushes, the whatever they're made of. Yeah, looking at printers and trying to figure out as I'm searching, trying to figure out what the wording is for what I'm looking for. That's like half the battle, and I'm asking for a wide format, and then I start getting these things, going to these sites, and they're showing me things that are $10,000. One of them was. I was like, no, we're not talking that wide. It was crazy. Then I learned this terminology. Oh man, what is it called again? There's some word that I guess a term for like when people want to print stuff so that they can then like I guess put it onto like clothing or something like that. There's a word for it. It begins with an S. I think it's ST. But I put it out of my mind probably because it's like I ain't doing that. We don't need that in our memory. Forget that word. Yeah, I forgot that word. But then this other thing where like it seems like you insert the whatever it is you want to print in like this roller or something, and it rolls it out. I don't know, just was it called pooling or something? Pooling printer or something. I was like, what the heck is that? Because I just want to print wide. That's all I want. I want to print odd shaped things bigger than 8.5 by 14. Because I also wouldn't mind printing, like some sketchbook pages too. But I guess we're not doing that. We have a hardcore printer at work, but like I can't use that. That's work stuff. They don't even like us printing on it. They like us sending everything to our emails. Like, oh brother, that doesn't always work. But yeah, I can't use that. Gotta find somebody. Yeah, it was like 10,900 something something. I was like, what? and it didn't have the comma there. So I was looking at it, it's like, why is it so long? I was like, oh no 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 no. So I think that was at either Brother or Epsom site. Like a wide format printers, and they're showing me all these kind of contraptions. Like, this is not what I'm looking for. I just want to print something like, I don't know. It's weird. It seems like such a simple thing. I don't know why. I don't know. But I do think it's cool that, like, you can actually upload your documents and at Staples and Office Depot and have them print them, but they're not giving me what I want, and I need another choice. I need cardstock, 11 by 17. And if they put it all like at the top half, then I can just, cut them down. I was willing to do that. Maybe. I thought I might be willing to do that. More willing to do that than to pay like $11,000 for a printer. Like, really? Who does that? No, that wouldn't even function for me, whatever that contraption was. It would be nice just to have a cartridge for our printer downstairs. That would be nice. The printer's perfectly fine. Everything works with it. Because it's made by Samsung, and Samsung sold their entire printer operations, their printer, building stuff. I'm like, would you people stop changing things, please? Just for a little bit. Just for a little bit. I don't know why I'm doing that. I could put orange in there. Yeah, so I'm coloring this page just because. Just because I gotta wait for my brushes to dry. And I've been thinking a lot about wash and acrylic paint, but I'm not ready to go there yet because that's a whole nother setup I need to figure out. And I'm probably going to watch a bunch of videos. Hey, Mandy, to get my mind ready for it. I really, really want to do it too. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to go about it, where I'm going to go about it, why, whatever. I have, like, those canvas boards. I have canvas boards. I don't know, like, what coloring book I would even use them in, so I got to think about that if I'm going to use them in a coloring book. Because actually, I think those Jasmine Beckett Griffith books, if they can take acrylic, that would probably be a good choice, I think, for doing that. But I probably, like, I don't know, maybe starting a sketchbook or something, but, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think I almost have this feeling that if I start working in those, it's gonna be like I'm gonna just like go zoom, just like and not turn back. I might be done with coloring books once I do that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. In part because I think the setup of it all might keep me in that mode for a while. And setting up and like taking it all down, taking down the setup. Oh, that's like the worst part. So just for the fact that I won't want to take down the setup, I might keep doing it, using it. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. It's just been raining here all day and gray, which is no big deal because I had a lot of work to do inside. So I still want to get outside and cut some herbs. I need to cut some lovage to make some oil and pesto. Yeah, I can see me doing that too. And so I almost feel like once I go there, I'm gonna be trying to figure that out, and then like I may not like do anything else. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want that to happen. I want to stay like diverse, but where are we going? We're gonna stay with the same colors. Stay with the same colors. Do I need to bring another color in here? This is getting kind of boring. I think that's what's getting me with this. I'm kind of bored. I need more color. I'm kind of bored. But I kind of like the look of just sticking to a few colors. So I haven't sketched in like, what, 2 days or something like that? I need to do that. How's that blue? How blue is that blue? Hmm. I'm going to use the periwinkle. Is that what that is? Periwinkle? Kind of looks it. I don't know. Oh, another thing I did today, I fixed the issue with my other computer that I haven't turned on in a few months. And then I started working on um, some music production um, and then was aggravated. It's like, I don't want to do this. I want to be in a band. But like, it's just so ridiculous. It's like all this, like, I don't know, clipping things, editing things, whatever. It's not fun to me. It's not fun. I'm trying to make a song that I can just put on a live and just play that and not have to worry about any copyright message that like always freaks me out. So this is mine. Leave me alone. But I'm fighting hard to make the music calm because I like loud, crazy music. I was like, oh no, you can't use that sound. It's gonna flip people out. Don't use that one. It's hard. I gotta restrain myself. Gotta remember what the purpose is. Yeah, Sunday paper. I don't know. Do people still get that? That used to be the thing. Sunday paper, and kids would always ask for the comics. Can we have the comics? Comics and the TV guide. Because it would have that insert with the weekly. It would have the TV programming for the week. So you'd plan what you were going to watch. Remember the cartoon Nancy? What was up with her hair? What was up with her hair? I want to know who the cartoonist saw that inspired that hair. That was some crazy hair. She was rather homely too. I mean, I'm sorry, Miss Nancy, but but you were. Not that your little guy friend wasn't, he wasn't Prince Charming either, but oh yeah, the puzzle. The puzzle. I kind of want to go in and edit those prompts, the excuse me, for sketching, like Bible inspired things. I kind of want to. But that's kind of a job that has my head in this whole like, because hmm, I can't just like be simple with things. I gotta get all like, I don't know, whatever. Because now it has me on this whole trip. I went on a whole trip on the internet with that, looking up. I don't know what it was that I searched, but I don't know. I've had all kinds of things swirling in my head, and I know that my algorithm is like, "What? Who is this person?" Um, but thinking about that whole thing, like semiotics or whatever. And then I've also been looking up things about like, you know, um, biblical doctrine and stuff, or like this other thing that I'm looking into, researching, not to do with coloring. But then they kind of collided because then I found this guy. What's his name again? Leonard something. I better not say his name too much because, like, I don't know, might get mad at me or whatever. But and it's weird because he actually went to a seminary that's where I'm from, and a prestigious college that's a university that's where I'm from, and he doesn't look like, he doesn't. He looks kind of, I don't know, like a space cadet. Like he's just kind of out there or whatever. He's got crazy hair and all this other kind of stuff, and then I don't know, like, but his thing happens to be semiotics. But like, I don't know if he's thinking about it like I am. You look kind of crazy, but I mean, like, maybe we got crazy in common, but not the same kind of crazy. That was like, I don't know how I wound up there, and it's like, why am I here? It's like, why do I need to know this person? It's like, I think I need to forget this person because I don't know. They seem kind of weird. I think I'll be better off studying it from somebody else. Mm-mm. Okay, so we got blue. I can think about what to do with the butterflies and the background. I don't know. And the bubbles. Yeah, almost feel like we have to use gel pens on this page. Oh, what's up? My neck. My neck. Uh, uh, uh. I guess I'm gonna have to use more green. Might as well. I need to pick out a mandala to color for Monday too. Get back on the mandala train. I like doing that. It's relaxing. And I find color combinations from it too. I feel like new music or something. It's so quiet. Da, da, da. Drinking coffee. It doesn't keep me awake. I could go to sleep right now, right after drinking that coffee. It just does not bother me. Not sure why that is, but it doesn't bother me. So I have a plan for studying the fundamental church doctrines, which like I'll show myself the list just so I remember the Trinity. Oh, there we go. I can look at it that way. Ooh, my neck. Ouch. Ouch. Yay! You finished the mermaid. I wish I could have done one more. I wish I could have started the challenge sooner, but I couldn't. But I'll know for next year. Um. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's only 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Okay. Um. There might be more because this was from ChatGPT. So like ChatGPT has been known to make up things and to lie, but this looks pretty decent to me. Um. So basic Christian doctrines: divinity and humanity of Christ, the Trinity, authority of Scripture, and salvation by grace through faith. Okay, those are the 4. And I wanted to read, okay, like, because then you think of like way back when, like, how did they come up with this? You know what I mean? Like, we look at it now and it's like it's obvious to us, but like back then, they didn't have what we have. You know what I mean? So it seems like with each one of these, this is what I know from right now. Ooh, that was too dark. Well, maybe we should do some of them like that. Um, Doctrine, just like everything, laws come around because what? Somebody did something stupid. Why do we have like the, you know, caution this is hot on the on the cups we get of coffee from, takeout fast food, McDonald's? Because somebody said didn't have common sense enough to realize it's hot. It spilled it on themselves. So that's why laws are made, because somebody broke a law. They did something awful, so now now you got to do this. Now you got to add that. Like when you used to go to the bank, why did people all of a sudden have to start showing ID? Because people started taking other people's money, saying they were somebody who they weren't, and so then everybody had to start showing their ID. So anyway, in the case of church doctrine, it's because people started going off and coming up with wacky things or whatever that just weren't. It's like, no, that's not it. That's not, no. And so with every controversy, that came about, every situation like that, um, there were discussions about, okay, what's the deal here? What is it? What's going on here? What's wrong with this and whatever, and what foundation do we have that speaks on it? They go to scripture and look at the scriptures that line up and what they say in regards to the situation. And of course, I'm praying and relying on the Holy Spirit and whatever. And so we wound up with the doctrine. No, we know that this is this, because without this couldn't be, that couldn't be, this couldn't be, that couldn't be. That's in, the scripture. So you take them all together. How do they speak with each other? And so they came up with the doctrines. So I have a list of, under each of those four, of like primary sources, like from where they originally came from and came up with it. I have a list of them, and I also um, found the documents, all but one I found on the internet. I found a place to read them on the internet. So if anybody's interested in reading that or seeing my list, I'm happy to share it. I can put it in my Google Drive and share it with you. One site that has a lot of these it's actually nice because it puts it more into our language. So, which is really cool. Like I'm gonna be relying on that one a lot because, like, why make it harder for myself? But yeah, because I really want to know, where did this come from, and if anybody approaches me with some kind of weird thing, with, I don't know, I have a good answer for them and a good understanding of where the concept comes from, how it came about, and to be able to see that same error that I might have or someone else might have in looking at that particular aspect of um, God or Christ or Christianity. I don't know. Just because, I don't know. I'm just feeling like a lot of people are like really like kind of swinging from the rafters with all kinds of nonsense lately. Well, not just lately, but maybe like the past 40 years. Well, I guess longer than that, but I'm seeing some things from since I was a young adult in the faith that it's like, oh, yeah. Okay, my funny feeling about that is because, yeah, they were off. That's why I kept my distance, is because they were off. So I'm seeing where my discernment was right, but now I want more wisdom and knowledge to put with that discernment to be able to help people and say, why, what the real is. Because I see too many more people than I'd like who are saying one thing and doing another, or saying things and they don't even realize um, the Bible talks about that, and this is where this idea comes from. So you're saying you don't believe this, but this is where it comes from, and it's tied to this. So you need to think about this. Not telling you what to do, but I'm just telling you, like, you probably need to think about this a little bit. Some things don't come from your feelings, they come from the book. Okay, sorry, talking a lot about Bible, but it's a part of me. That's why I can't, like, I don't know. I was thinking today, it's like I can't separate myself into compartments. I can't do that. Anyway, I'm all of these things I am. I'm the crazy woman who would dance on the tables in a club if a club was near enough to me. To industrial and electronica, I would do that. EDM, whatever. I'd go to a rave. I sure would. I love the Lord. I like to research. I like academic things. I like to color in adult coloring books. I'm all the things that I am, and I can't separate them. I can't do it. I don't know. What was I talking about before that? I don't even remember. I just switched up real quick. Let's see. Okay, I don't mind that blue being there too much. We are resisting. Let's see if I put the blue in the middle, it's going to draw the eye to there, and I don't really want to do that. It's like the dark color. I have to use another blue. Maybe I'll mix it. And I'm watching. I don't know how these things show up in my YouTube suggestions. It's like, how are they getting this for me? But I am interested. How do they know this? They were interesting, so I watched them, and it was one of them I posted. It's like I never knew all of that about Romania. I used to hear that guy's name, Ceausescu, and I used to think, what a cool name. He wasn't a nice person. And I actually knew someone, like in the last 10 years, who was from, her and her husband were from Romania, and am I saying too much? I don't know. But they had this kind of odd practice of feeding their child, even though she was, above the age of 10. They would, like, spoon or fork feed her all the time. And I think it was part of the reason for that was their trauma of going through that regime with Ceausescu, because there were people that were, starving, and at the time I think there were a lot of Romanian children that were being adopted by Americans then too, because they would be abandoned in these orphanages, and like all this kind of craziness that he was doing. Really strange. When they got rid of them, they didn't play. So I was watching a video on that because I didn't know exactly what had happened. Then I watched a video about Haile Selassie because I didn't know what happened with him either. I knew he had been, well, I thought he had been um, assassinated, but I think it's more like he was, well, I guess he was assassinated, but yeah. But they tried to say he died in his sleep, but nah, somebody got rid of him. But I didn't know anything that happened around there, and I never knew why Jamaicans, you know, Rastafarians were like, always about, Haile Selassie, the lion, etc., etc. And I don't know if he really is a descendant of David or if they just made it up. I don't know. But yeah, I watched that whole video, which was interesting because then I got to find out stuff about Eritrea, and which broke off from the rest of Ethiopia. It used to be a province in Ethiopia. I didn't know that. Then I'm watching the video and I'm all the people that are leaders is like, ooh, he's fine. It's like Linda. They were though, some handsome people in there. But that was interesting. I'm watching all kinds of stuff on YouTube when I'm watching YouTube. Okay, colors, colors. Do I need to add yellow? I feel like I do. Kind of trying to resist it, but like I don't think I can get away from it. So let's just do it. There's a little Mr. Froggy. Mr. Froggy. I don't know. Oh, you know what? I colored that white like they were his teeth, but they're probably not his teeth. Frogs have teeth. Oh. Now, if I don't like this yellow, I can always make it orange or green. So I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Let me move this. What else have I watched on YouTube? Well, I've been watching stuff on my Fire Stick. I watch actually is it no, it's not YouTube though. Um uh I think it is it from I don't know, it's from one of those free channels though, I think. That series from the 1970s. It was a British series called Thriller. I can't say the I can't say Thriller. And I always had remembered that music. And when I found that series, I originally did find the series again on YouTube, and then I started watching them on my Fire Stick from whatever channel it gives me that from. And they're like suspense, horror, kind of not gory horror. It's like they don't show anything, you know. It's kind of nice in that it's like back in the day where like they could dramatize what was happening without you seeing anything, you know? And so I've been watching season 3. I'm up to season 3 of that. I've been watching it for like, I don't know, 2 years. I move slow. I don't watch a lot of TV, but like I'll put those on every once in a while. And it's kind of cool because you watch people who like eventually became famous and they're on this show before they're really famous. Like what's her name from Knots Landing? What's her name? Donna Mills. She was on an episode and she's like really, really young. I think that episode might have been from like the late 60s. And the one of the Sock It To Me girls from Laugh-In, what's her name? Judy Carn? Is that her name? Judy Carn? She was in one of the episodes. Laugh-In. Anybody else ever watch Laugh-In? No, we can't make it even. That's too much evenness. Doesn't give us tension. We need tension. Do we have too much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Odd numbers. We say you want odd numbers of similar things because it creates tension. I don't know why I'm saying it like that, but I can. Wonder where Bailey Black is. I haven't seen her. I miss her. If you're out there, Bailey Black, I hope you're doing well. And I thought of her because I changed my sheets today. That's how I thought of her. She used to tease me about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I missed a game that was going on Foxy's channel because I was changing the sheets on my bed. Oh, something else I saw this week that I never saw this interview before, but it wasn't a short, but it was from an interview. It was an interview of Stevie Ray Vaughan, the guitarist, and he died in a plane crash. He died too young, too young. Um, but he was saying something I never thought of before, that he, and you could see it in his face. He wasn't joking. Um, he he thought that Jimi Hendrix didn't die of an overdose. That somebody got rid of him, and they said he scared too many people. You see his face; it's like whoa. Stevie Ray was feeling that when he was saying that. That's no joke. He was feeling that, and almost saying it like he knew something. He says no. He goes. He scared them. They had to get rid of him. I was like, whoa. If you know how many like guitarists, first of all, like when they saw him play, like famous guitarists, and heard him play, they were like, okay, they were ready to just like, okay, I'm just gonna burn my guitar because like there's no reason for me to play this anymore. He's like, if you watch like him, Hendrix playing the Star Spangled Banner, there's like a YouTube clip of him playing it at Woodstock. That that thing it is phenomenal. It sounds ugly, it sounds scary, and it sounds beautiful at the same time. But he was making a commentary about the things that were going on then, just in that guitar solo, and you can hear it all in that guitar solo. Just amazing. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure there were some folks that didn't like what he was doing. He wasn't being overtly political, but his music was speaking to it, and the audience was hearing it, and they were in agreement with it too. So yeah, I could kind of see that actually. I'm all over the place today. I talk about everything and anything. This is just who I am. It is what it is. What we doing? Let's give him a little bit of shady over here. And I heard this week that the guitarist Rick Derringer, I guess he passed away, which is a drag. I didn't even go into it anymore to look at how, why, or whatever, because it seems like a whole lot of people that I that were a part of my um, growing up, teenager or childhood or whatever, are leaving, which is kind of weird. It's a weird feeling. But when I first started listening to like hard rock or whatever, he was one of the people that I used to listen to. Don't ask me what I think of you. I might not tell you something that you want me to. Something like that. Which I think is a remake. It might be a remake of a blues song, or he was making it in that manner. And I didn't sing that very well, but like I'm not trying to sing tonight. I'm not trying to sing tonight. Not trying to rap either, Foxy. Just letting you know. I'll tell you what though, I've been listening to man some artists from this reggae label that weirdly enough is out of Switzerland. Um, and this one guy, well, there's two people now. The one guy, Sizzla, Sizzla. Oh my gosh, I have to buy a recording from him because yeah, I could listen to him. Yeah, for a long time. And then Queen, what's her name? Queen, what's her name? Queen something. Oh my gosh, her too. Both the two of them, but they blow my mind. I don't know all of what they're saying because they're rapping in patois, but I get the message pretty much. I if I could, that's what I would rap. But see, it's like this is a thing with me and music. Whatever you have to get down into it to whatever it is because I've worked in different kinds of music and it's more than just putting on a jacket. It's like you have to let it absorb you. And so I'm not one of those people that I can just like all of a sudden impromptu just start singing whatever because it's a whole mode and a mood that I have to cultivate to do that and be there. Because I will sing anything and I'll change my voice to fit whatever it is, to fit whoever I'm singing with or whatever style of music it is. So, and I'm not that great of a vocalist where I can like do that on a dime, change that on a dime. Can't do that. Okay, Mr. Froggy. We got black between there. It's kind of weird. I don't know why I'm doing that. I don't even know if I like that I did it. But it's too late. Now I'm doing more. I don't know why. Because I can. I'll make that out a little bit. Oh. So with it being cold and rainy today, I kind of wanted to turn the oven on. Like cook something in the oven. Like it's been so long since I've had like cookies, homemade cookies, or homemade. I used to make like these breakfast bars, sometimes no bake breakfast bars, but I can't really eat those anymore because I put lots of nuts and stuff in them and can't do that. Excuse me. I'll be so excited to get these braces off just so that I can go back to eating, hopefully, go back to eating the way that I used to. I hope we're at the sooner. Well, I know we're at the sooner rather than later, but it just seems like the. I almost think now we're looking at August, since I don't go back there until July. And then I have to go through the process of the implant for that one tooth. And I just was reading something where, like, they say, again, this is on the internet. I need to stay off the internet. They're saying that ideally you want to get your implant, what they say, like 6 months after, 6 to 12 months after you get a bone graft, because the chances of the graft dissolving into dissolving somehow, I don't know, are high if you wait longer. It's like, well, what the heck? I had to get braces, so now. So I'm hoping that my bone graft is still bone grafting and that it hasn't disappeared, because then I'll have to wait again. I'll have to get another bone graft and wait, and then get that metal thing and wait for that to heal, and then get the prosthesis tooth to go over the metal. Well, is it metal? I guess it's metal. I don't know. The metal screw. This is a whole lot. Just because, just because one dentist was not dentisting. I'll put it like that. I need to find out where he is because I need to complain. Or at least let other people know this is what he didn't do that he should have done. This is what he didn't pay attention to. Da-da. I could put blue behind the. That would be kind of weird. Let's not say we did. I was going to make the other leaf. I was thinking of making this petal blue. Like, no. We're not doing that. Oh, yeah. Light green. I could do this green. I haven't done this green anywhere except on the frog. It's right here. So the other Camellia de Rico book, I think it says I'm supposed to get it on June 10th. That's when it's supposed to come out. It's a cat book. So I'm going to expressly save that one for the Martha Makes Art kitty cat coloring. I'm trying to say it. Kitty cat coloring. Let me see, where is it? Coloring book. Oh, something I do think that I want to do that I may do on a live is actually swatching some acrylic paints. And it's something I really feel like I need to do in order to figure out how they work. So that might be how I start out with those, actually. Where is it? Read a book in my list. Here it is. Pop Manga Catitude. is what it's called. And it says arriving June 10th. So I'll finally be kind of up to date on something because I am going to start coloring in that one when I get it. I am pretty sure. If for nothing else but that I want to do some things for Martha's hashtag. And since the pregnant cat hasn't shown up on my doorstep yet, I need my cat fix. Kind of need my dog fix too, but try not to think about it. I was in Jill's chat today. This morning I was saying, I'm starting to think maybe I need to get some chickens and a cow. The price of food in the grocery store. But can you imagine? The first thing I think of the poop. First thing I think of is the poop. It's like, nope. Cow poop? Nope. Not, oh my God. Can you imagine? Oh. 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 See, just the thought, I can't deal with it. It's like, no, no, no. I like cows though, but I don't like any animal's poop. That's like my cat, my first cat, original cat I had, the one that, would climb people's legs that he didn't like. Um, that were probably people that should not be liked. um, he was like, he knew he would leave the litter box. I think he got used to go to the bathroom really quick, doing his business thorough and quick, and get out of there because when I lived in an apartment, I was always like right there with the Lysol. I was like, oh, he's going to the litter box. I grab the Lysol, be waiting for him to finish, and then start spraying. And like a couple times, I think I caught him by accident with the Lysol. Poor baby. That's how paranoid I was about poop and smells. I can't stand smells. Can't stand bad smells. So anytime I picked up the Lysol, he went running. He's like, oh no, there she goes with that can again. Maybe we need some, I'll make these yellow orange. Hello. What's that? Oh, that was, oops. Just that one. Just like I do with mandalas. I wind up, oh brother. Okay, let's just do the whole thing and then cover up later. Yes, I have to plan for a swatch session of acrylic paint. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna swatch them in. And that needs to be something really, probably needs to be something really accessible. Just a little bit. Depending on how deep I go with it. Because if I use it to blend colors, or if I include trying the colors with the different, I don't know, those different things you can add, the iridescent and the other things, I am going to want to see, like, okay, how does this react with this? I don't know that I want to, just experiment out the gate with those. So it'll probably be like a real swatching session, one of the few you'll ever see me do. Because I really do need to see how they work. and get some experience working with them. I hope this isn't too much orange or yellow. We'll find out. Okay. That's kind of cute. I kind of like that. So, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need another blue one. Can't remember which color is which, but I think I'm almost on a mission to finish this because I don't want another whip. I don't want another whip. Yeah, I was looking through this book and it's like, you know what? There's a lot of things in here I don't want to color. And I just started tearing up the book. Looked for the middle. It's hand sewn and glued, I guess. So I found those stitches in the middle. Like, okay, coming out. Took my cuticle trimmer and cut it. I could have gotten a seam ripper, but I was that impatient. It's like, oh, no, no, it's coming out now. Coming out. And I went at it. And it could have been neater or whatever about the pages. It's like I didn't even care. I was like, come out, come out. It's like Ernest Angel, come out. Yeah, he was a case. Talking about heresy and abuse in the church. He was one of them. Just amazes me how much in this country and so many denominations, churches, whatever, they will rail against women being in leadership. And while so many of them, they're talking about women not being strong enough, not having moral fortitude, and they shouldn't be leading men and whatever. In the meantime, in some of these churches that are saying that the men are doing all kinds of horrible things. It's like, well, I think maybe a woman could have done a better job in that case. uh, just really weird. Uh, it's so weird because even as I go just reading things, I find out something about another leader from like the past or recent past. It's like, what? That one too? I'm telling you, the root is bad. It's like somebody who just died. I think he died recently, I think. Or I just saw an article in Christianity Today this week. I think the individual who exposed this guy who was really high up in the Southern Baptist, um, was it SBC, SBCL, whatever they call it, Southern Baptist Convention, which is like the kind of leadership for. It's kind of, I don't know. A lot of people look to them. A lot of um, denominations, I think, even that aren't Baptists, look up to that organization as a kind of leadership role. Well, this guy that was really high up in there had actually been um, abusing young men for decades. And I'm like, really? And this one particular guy was the one who um, kind of brought it out and spoke up about it. And he'd been suffering with addiction and all these other kind of things for decades, and finally like came out and said this is what had happened. He brought the accusations, and then from there other people started coming out too. Other men started coming out and saying, yeah, this happened to me too. So he was able, with all of that, you know, they were able to get the guy, I guess, stepped down, or was whatever happened. I can't remember everything about it, but I just was like, oh my gosh, how, hmm, something wrong at the root. And then that's how many people either chose not to believe what they saw, kind of like that guy at Penn State, was it, with the athletics team, and he was donating, and so people kind of like turned, pretended they didn't see, or some people just couldn't believe what they saw, and it's like, no, that can't be happening. That's awful. And it's just has happened so much that it's really hard to. I don't know. I can understand why there are people who say Christianity. What is it? Just why I can live like that and not be harassed by these people? What I want to do that for? I can totally understand it because the representatives are awful. Do as I say, not as I do. That's not how it works. And I think it's much easier to be, to accuse people and to lack empathy when you haven't confronted your own individual nonsense, your own individual sins. When you don't go through the process of dealing with it yourself, because it's a process. It's not a one and done. It's not an earnest angel, you're healed, whatever it is. Um, it's not like that. And in that process, you learn, in the process of sanctification, you get the fruit of the Spirit, you get the um, grace, and get to be use grace towards yourself, Okay? To give yourself grace, not to let yourself get away with things, but to give yourself grace is different. Okay? It's like this participation with God in in okay, you can't do everything right with this today, or you're going to take one step and keep talking with the Lord about it and keep working with it and keep letting him know your frustrations with it. Well, I tried, but then this happened. Okay, like how's he going to take you through? How's he going to take you through reading the word, relying on him, trusting him to help you, and you get better and better. You move from glory to glory. And then you understand because you have those hard days and those struggles with whatever it is you're dealing with, that when you look at other people, be they believers or non-believers, you look at them as like, yeah, I understand that struggle because I'm going through this particular thing with this. I get it. So it helps you to be merciful towards other people, and you give other people grace, just as God extends grace to you as an individual. But if you don't deal with the plank in your own eye, as the scripture says, trying to take a splinter out of somebody else's eye while you've got a whole 2x4 in yours. When you walk around like that, of course you lack empathy because you're actually mad at yourself, really, is what's happening. You're mad at yourself. You're mad that you have to deal with this. You're mad that you have this. Okay, so you're just going to ignore it and pretend that you don't, even though you do, and that doesn't make it go away. And then you're going to bring all your anger about you having this thing you don't want to have. You're going to take that out on somebody else. And it winds up screwing up lots of stuff. And I don't, if no one's going to tell these people this, well, first of all, they have too much hubris to listen to anyone else. And that's a problem. If you can't listen to anyone else, and if you won't listen to a woman when she's telling the truth, then I don't know. Just pray that God has mercy on you, because there's a way that seems right to a man, but the way a human being, and the way thereof is death. And it doesn't matter who's on your side on this earth, any human being, because guess what? They're not going to be there with you then to save you. They're not going to be there. They're not going to be able to. They're not going to be able to save you. You're not going to be able to do anything about it. Your decisions, your choices now are what make the difference. And I feel like there's a whole lot of people in the church that are about to get a rude awakening. But they were warned. They were warned because God doesn't do anything without. He's long suffering. He tells you what's up. He tells you what is up. But if you ignore his voice, there's a moment where he's just like, okay, this is your choice. You have chosen this. I'm giving you opportunity. You don't want it. I have to do what I have to do because of my righteousness. I gotta do who I am. Child, I don't know why I'm going there right now. Just because it's one of those things on my mind. I've been praying for those people because, yeah, they're on milliseconds. They're on milliseconds. Not even a minute. They're on milliseconds. Okay, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I want this one to be what? I should make this a green and orange combo? Or, oh no, I gotta make another blue. Another blue. Oh, but it's a blue by another blue. Oh, I can make it that blue. How did I make it that blue? We have to pretend like we remember. So I've been waking up every morning saying, "Okay, God, what do you want me to do today?" Because around me, there's tons of stuff to do. It's like, okay, like it's overwhelming. It's like, I don't know. What do you want me to do today? Because some days he's just like, don't be a Martha. And I don't mean Martha makes art. Don't be a Martha like Mary Martha in the Bible. Don't be a Martha. I told you to rest. I want you to sit with me. Never mind all this stuff around. I want you to sit with me. I'll redeem the time for you. Just sit with me. And then sometimes it's like, okay, do this, do that. And I'm kind of going like sometimes by like every second I'm moving that way. I don't mind it either. It's interesting. I'm finding the past month things that like I don't know where the heck it is. Things I haven't seen in like years. And all of a sudden I was like, you know what? I really need that whatever, whatever, whatever. It is nothing but the Lord. Happened to go one spot, not even really looking for it, but doing something else. And I see that thing that I was like, you know what? I really, where is that? And all of a sudden, like I'm moving something or whatever, like weird, maybe even that I didn't even expect to move. I don't even know why I'm moving it at that moment. And I move it, and then I find that thing. I was like, what? Or I happen to go right to the place intentionally. I need to find that. And it's like, I really don't know where it is. But then it says, well, let me look here. Some random place, which like it's not where it should be because, like I said, like I'm trying to recover from 2020, from the past 5 years, and it'll be right there. I will lay my hand right on it, and it's like that's nothing but the Lord, nothing but the Lord, and it keeps happening, and I don't want to be ungrateful about it. Every time He does it, it's like I gotta make a big thing about it because it is a big thing, and I don't want to take it for granted because I mean it keeps happening. And so I'm really thankful for that. Because when you can't find something and you want something, that can drive you crazy. You can get so mad and worked up and anxious and angry and all that other kind of stuff. And it's like this kind of state of mind or whatever that the Lord's helping me to be in. Be anxious for nothing. Don't be anxious because you can't find, I don't even know. I was gonna say lipstick. I'm not wearing lipstick right now. I'm not going to work. I don't even wear lipstick a lot of anymore either. Can I use those in coloring books? I don't know. Anyway, whatever. And I don't even know what I was gonna say because I went off on a tangent. Let's see. Oop, what was that noise? But yeah, it really is. It really is wonderful, and it just encourages me to keep. I want to depend on Him in the micro and the macro, not like being like some, I don't know, obsessive person with it, but just I don't know. It's like that. That guy, brother, whoever his name was, that wound up writing that book, Practicing the Presence of God, and he was like some kind of level, low level monk in a monastery. Like he had one of the menial jobs or whatever, but like he did everything in his day practicing the presence of God. And I feel like I'm kind of practicing trusting him in the big things and the small things, and in particular here with the small things, really small things, so that will, I don't know, I just feel like it's really important for us to know how we move, to be conscious of how we move, because you never know what's in the next moment, what blessing is in the next moment, what person you need to bless is around in the next moment, what, you know, just like the situation that I talked about in the past with how I wound up getting braces, um, how that all happened. It's like everything being like that. Like if you're listening, you'll move and be in the right place at the right time for whatever it is you're supposed to do, for whatever it is you're supposed to give someone else, for whatever somebody else is supposed to give to you. You'll be in the right place at the right time. So I'm practicing more about listening and hearing. When what is it to hear? What does that feel like? What does that look like? You know? Ooh, that's kind of neat. I like that. Can I make that happen somewhere else? Is it worth it for me to make that happen somewhere else, or would that be too much? Let me see what time it is. I'm kind of like I said, I don't want a whip. I don't want another whip. I don't want another whip. But I might be at a good place to stop. I do want to make that match first. I don't know what I used. It's really light. Okay, I don't know what's up with that. I need to erase some of that out. Thanks, Taylor. It's like, I don't know, I got crazy with the green there. Got crazy with the green. Oops, I just had a Delphonic song that went through my head. Didn't I blow your mind this time? The French horns in that? Okay. That might be a good place to stop. So I could. Uh-oh. I had another song go through my head. Stop, look, listen to your heart, hear what it's saying. Okay, now I'm going to have to go and listen to them songs now. Um. Yeah, so I can kind of step back and see, okay, what's that look like? What do we want to do where? I think this is a good place to stop. So I'm gonna. I don't think I have anything else that I've worked on to show before I go. No, I didn't work on my eyeshadow lady anymore. Did I? I don't think I did. I've been stuck in mermaid land the past few days, so yeah, that's it. So I think I'm gonna head out. Hey, Amy. Oh, shucks. I'm getting ready to leave and you just came in. Maybe I need to stay a little longer. Oh, no. Um, what time is it? 9:59. Nah, I probably need to go do my evening constitution. and all that stuff. Oh, I think about a background. Ooh, I like how shiny. Polychromos made it shiny. Mm-mm-mm. Excuse me. Yeah, see, I like this page too. Which was why I was trying to get another copy because I wanted to be able to like have them with nothing else on the back in case I wanted to, I don't know, do something with it. Then I find it odd that like how do you make it so that the double pages aren't actually, I feel like there should be a seam like where I don't know, where it should be one paper and when the seam comes out these are still together, but they weren't like that. But I like this page. I'm trying to figure out how do I get it back together. Is there a way for me to do that? To make them one? Maybe if I hadn't done such a sloppy take it out the book job. I don't know. Yeah, I don't like that side. I kind of like this side though, but I'm willing to take the loss for that one. Instead of get, I just find it easier to color on the pages when they're not in the book. This is another crazy one. This is a 2-pager as well. Yeah, and it's so weird. They're on. I gotta find a way to fix that to make it so that they're together. Ooh, something's missing. Does that work? That kind of works. I wonder if I should tape this right now. Can't believe I did that. Hold on. Let's see. A piece of tape. I couldn't do that if I wanted to. I just happened to just like did that and boom. So I'll try and preserve it. Let's see if I can preserve it. How we can do this? Should have gotten a smaller piece. I have to move this because that was good. Oh. I don't think I can do that. Let's see if we can do that again. It's like there's such nice pages. It's like, can't you just like, I don't know how I did that. See, now I can't do it. I don't know how I did that. That was wild. See, I can't repeat it. I don't know how I did that. That's really, yeah, that was like a one and done. Oh, this is kind of, it was better than that though. I don't know. That kind of sucks. Oh well. Scratch that. They're so pretty. I just hate to see them all. I suppose one thing you could do is maybe overlap them and then make them seem like they're together somehow. Uh, I kind of like both sides of this one, but I prefer this one. I like this one. Yeah, I don't care about that. I think I was leaning more towards this side. Yeah, I don't know. That's like wallpaper or something. Not really. Ooh! And believe it or not, I was looking at this side because I was thinking of gel pens. If I really wanted to go in with gel pens and like say, okay, do that gel pen challenge and just do all gel pens on this, this would be the page. Because nothing else is going to fit in there. So, I don't know. That might be a Mandala Monday thing, but not for this Monday. This would be like a month of Mondays. I like this one. The unicorns. Yeah, this is on the other side. Nobody cares about that. Sorry. Attitude. Good attitude. I like this side. I think I like the other side too. Kind of. Yeah, I could do without it. I could do without this side. Although I could do some interesting things with it, but I don't know if I'm in the mood for it. So I'll take the birdie. Love this one. This one I thought about, but it also seems kind of boring. I don't know. Okay, I know I didn't pick this side. Did I? Yeah, I want this side because this is another 2-pager, and I can't find. I don't know where the other one is. I keep mixing them up. Okay, I like this one. Yeah, I think is this one with this? I think this is with this. So this is another one I'm conflicted about because I like this side, but I also like this a lot. But this one, I could do without. So I'm probably just going to default to this. But I couldn't decide, so I took both sides of this page. I took this page out too. Because I couldn't decide. Am I going to do just this one and here and then do both of these? Or no? I don't know. I don't want the skull. I know that. I didn't like that one. I like this side. Is this the one where I had the... See what I mean? Like his heart... I know I didn't want this one. The maze thing or whatever the heck it is. Yeah, okay, so I think this goes with this? Or maybe not. I don't know. I can't tell. Maybe it doesn't go with this. I feel like it goes with something, but I don't know what. I can't find which one. Oh, wait. Here we go. Okay. So this goes with this one. Maybe. But they actually, maybe not. So they could actually be separate. They could work separately. But I don't know why. I like these with these little circle things. And then this. I don't know. I find that intriguing. So. And this has mushrooms. It does kind of. Does this one? Yeah. This one goes with it. I knew one of them. Seemed like one of them did, but does it? It doesn't. It's strange. It almost seems like it does. Wait, yes it does. Like that. There we go. Now we got it. Right there. Yeah, because there's a little underground house. Oops, you can see it. I got too much stuff on here. Underground house here. Yeah, so this is another one of those with the... I'm going to keep that one together. Okay, so I think that's it for me. Unless I can, I don't know if I can push it more. I don't know why I didn't push it more. Well, like I said, I don't want to have another whip, is my thing. I don't want another whip. I really don't. But I'm also thinking, like, I probably need to get out gel pens, and I don't really want to get out another set of anything. So maybe I could do some of the insides. Maybe I'll do that. Okay, and I'm going to make the inside of this blue. Even though that seems weird, that's what I'm going to do. My brain is saying, make it blue. So I'm going to make it blue. Mm-hmm. Who's doing the green? I love this green and the polychromos. I think this might be my favorite color. This green. Is there a name for it? Does it say, oh my gosh, I can't read it. Cobalt? I'm thinking it's saying cobalt green. What's the cobalt green? What's it say? Deep cobalt green. I love this color. Might be too dark for this, but I'm using it anyway to make it different. Yeah, Kirby books have kind of been making me mad for the same reason. With the, like the part of the picture and the crease, and it's like, really? Why are we doing this? I almost wish they would all offer to. Well, no, that wouldn't work either, would it? Because I can't print it. Never mind. I'm not going to finish that statement. Well, I was going to say I wish they would all offer their books as a PDF, but no, that wouldn't work because I can't print them to that size. I don't know why I did that. It doesn't look so hot. I just decided I wanted to start differently to maybe get a different effect. But the only effect I got was that looks stupid. So I'm going to switch up on that. So maybe I'm going to sleep in tomorrow. I'm staying up this late. Am I the only one like that? It is. Orange. Probably should have done green. But yeah, I'm gonna make that green too. I just can't think of anything else. Might bedazzle it with a gel pen. Kind of went over the line in some places with that blue, but it's okay. Oh, I know. I've been a kind of. I haven't been. I feel like I haven't been getting notifications of people's lives and things, and so I keep trying to go and check everybody. I'm gonna have to do that tomorrow because I haven't seen. I haven't run into Marsha in a long time, and so um, coloring for wellness. So I'm gonna go by her page and say hey. I don't know what's up with like notifications. Like sometimes you have to just like unsubscribe and subscribe again so that you'll get the stuff or what? Because and I even have like I have notifications for some things. And it's like I don't want that. Like what? Why am I getting that? Like I don't understand. I don't know. So maybe I just need to go through and reset some things with remove the get notifications from some people. That's channels that I'm getting notifications for. And it's like I don't care. It's like who is that? I mean, it's not that they're. I don't mean to say it like that. That sounds rude, but like this one history kind of channel that I'm always getting notifications for. It's like I don't even look at that channel all that much. So like, why am I always getting notifications for this one? Yeah, see, that happens with me too. There's people I have on all. I have like all of you on all, and it's like I'm not seeing. I got to go and search around from channel to channel to see if anybody's live because I'm not getting notifications from y'all, and I should be. But I'm getting notifications from things that's like I don't care if that channel just made a video because like I may go and check them like once a month or whatever to see what kind of videos they've uploaded for the past week or whatever. It's really weird. I can figure it out. So I'm gonna have to do some kind of a sweep through and ooh, that's dark. Oops, I'm not sure if we meant to do that, but since we did it, let's do it again. So I'm not sure I wanted this color blue. So what am I doing? Maybe I didn't want to use indigo. That blue was like too like it's like whoa, whoa, going places we don't want to go. Make it green, but I made this green. But you know what? Let's use this green. Oops. How successful that was. Mm-hmm. I feel like I need a gel pen to dot those. I don't really feel like trying to do tiny coloring in those spots. Okay, I think I'm gonna sleep in tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Oh, excuse me. Well, I probably won't. I'm gonna get up early anyway. Mm-hmm. Probably need to sharpen this pencil. But it's too much like right. What else we have? Excuse me. So we have butterflies, flying things, dragonflies. They're dragonflies, not butterflies, because they got the long things. There's one dragonfly that we always see. I always see up here every summer. I don't know. I think I may have looked up one time what kind it is, but it's just so striking because it's actually like a really it's like a nice it, it's a weird color like it, but it's chocolate brown. It has chocolate brown like thick strips of chocolate brown like on its wings and white and translucent. It is so striking. I don't even know how to describe it because it sounds boring, but it's not. Every time I see it, I'm like, what the heck is that? It's like, oh, okay, it's that time of year again. They're so striking looking, and all they are is they're brown and white and clear. But it's like the way, because part of their wings are clear, you have to take a double take at what you're seeing because you don't necessarily see it as a whole wing because you see brown and you see white It's like a really nice, deep, rich chocolate brown that like you don't normally see on any bug. Um, they're really beautiful, actually. Um, yeah, dragonfly. I gotta look up the name again, see if I can find it. They're really striking. It'll probably be another month before we start seeing them though. But anyway, blah 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 blah. I've been talking about talking and talking tonight. So it's time for me to go. And like, how do I have one pencil left over? Oh, you know what? One of these pencils doesn't belong in here. It's a color. That was what was wrong. So I'm gonna head out. So I got this to where like I pretty much got everything with the flowers done. You do the snail, and you do things with his toes and hands, whatever. Um, then like some things with his face, and then the dragonflies. That's pretty good. So like we can finish this in a couple days. If I work on it tomorrow, I could probably finish it tomorrow, but I may not work on it tomorrow. I don't know. So that's it for me. I'm heading out. I'm gonna do my evening constitution or something, whatever you call it. Thanks for joining me, and y'all have a good night. Bye bye.